Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Capricorn September 20th, 2024. Relationship issues or needs can be coming to light. Circumstances are such that you're getting in touch with feelings you've kept at bay, which can be highly revealing. Energies now encourage you to reach a compromise or find a better balance if you've been overdoing things. However, today's Mercury-Saturn opposition can point to temporary mental tension or blocks. Someone might be unduly critical or frustratingly unresponsive, or a delay enters the picture and slows you down. Instead, a slightly uncomfortable truth or reality may emerge, but when you think about the long view, it's good to be in the know. For best results now, focus on what you can control rather than worry too much about things that are out of your hands. Be sure to keep your mind open in the event there's something to learn about moderation or practicality today. Indeed, you could arrive at clever workarounds as a result of challenges. Get ready for one of the most significant turning points in your entire life. A lunar eclipse will open its mouth like a volcano and roar across the sky from you in your solar house. This eclipse will appear today. It will energetically be potent for 6 months. A sudden turning point in a partnership is here for you to face. On one hand, this could bring a sudden decision to move in, make promises, get engaged, or even tie the knot. Singles should be on the lookout for a suitor who possesses long-term potential. Yet, if you and a partner are not meant for one another, you will realize it blatantly and may go through a sudden breakup or divorce. Think about what you want to change in your professional commitments. The recent eclipse has given you much to consider. New insights, workplace discussion, and other thoughts may come to mind as you consider your arrangements. Reflect on everything that has been said and thought when Mercury in your sign opposes Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Taking this time to mentally work through everything will give you the information and answers you need. Processing everything will help you feel like it is time to unravel and restructure some of your commitments. You may feel conflicted right now between knowing what you want to do and mustering up what it takes to make it happen. The key is actually to let it happen. Now is the time for planning and quiet in our work. In today's 24/7 world, we lose touch with the natural progression of things and feel stymied by process, frustrated by waiting, and unsatisfied by hoping. If you want to see immediate change, double your intake of water and watch what happens. The rapid, exhilarating and fun vibrations today are going to lead you to discovering new places and faces, so by consequence you will be discovering new facets of your personality. Everything will depend on you, of course, because you're going to have to be on the move, meet people, and forget about any preconceived ideas you have so that you can take advantage of what the current vibrations have to offer you. For those of you who are curious, you will have a surprise encounter that should brighten up the days to come. So, don't hesitate to come out of hiding, because happiness is just around the corner. Today's lunar eclipse, occurring in your relationship sector, presents a more potent version of the full moon that typically appears during your birthday month. Situated halfway between the sun's last visit to your relationship sector and its next, this event can test the balance between your personal needs and those of your relationships. This is an important time for heightened awareness on both fronts. Fortunately, Mercury, the planet of communication, is currently in Virgo. Additionally, Venus will begin influencing your communication sector in just 5 days, marking the first planetary activity there this year. It is during the moon's final hours in your relationship sector and in the heart of the sun's last week in Virgo that they will clash to create today's eclipsing full moon. In a week when the sun is already wrestling with the planets in your relationship sector, this is going to flush out the kind of emotional responses that will help to clarify where to draw the line between your own and your relationship needs. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever had that feeling where you know exactly what you want to say, but the timing just hasn't felt right? Maybe there's a conversation you've been putting off, or a desire you've been holding back, unsure of how to express it. Well, today might just surprise you. The stars are aligning in such a way that communication becomes a little easier, a little clearer, and a lot more impactful. It's almost as if the universe is giving you the green light to speak up and share what's been on your heart. Whether it's at work, with friends, or in a more personal relationship, today's energy is all about creating an open and honest dialogue. Think back to a time when you had a conversation that left you feeling clear-headed, almost like a weight had been lifted off your shoulders. Remember how everything just seemed to click into place afterward? That's the kind of clarity that's available to you now. Your powers of reasoning are particularly sharp today, almost like your mind is working with precision, effortlessly sorting through what matters most. This clarity is a gift, a tool that will serve you well not just now, but in the future too. Knowing what's important to you today will help you stay grounded and make better decisions when things get more complicated down the line. Speaking of clarity, today is perfect for constructive conversations. Not only will these discussions help you better understand the issues at hand, but they'll also lead to some rewarding outcomes. Have you ever had one of those conversations where, by the end, you felt like you walked away with a brand new perspective or even a light bulb moment that changed the way you approach something? That's the kind of energy swirling around you today. So, don't be afraid to dive into those important talks. Be open, be curious, and let the conversation flow naturally. You might just find yourself with fresh ideas and solutions that you can put to use in the near future. Now, if there are any unresolved issues or misunderstandings lingering in your relationships, today is the day to clear the air. We've all been there. A small disagreement that, left unaddressed, turns into something much bigger than it needed to be. Don't let that happen now. Instead, take the initiative. Whether it's a personal relationship, a work dynamic, or even something within your family, now is the time to resolve any differences before they escalate. Keeping things harmonious will benefit everyone involved, and the best part? You don't have to wait for someone else to approach you. If you value the relationship, be the one to start the conversation. Chances are, the other person will appreciate your willingness to step up. The cosmic energy today is also incredibly supportive when it comes to negotiations and collaborations. The stars are on your side, especially if you're working toward a goal that requires teamwork or compromise. Keep your focus, trust your instincts, and stay active in whatever you're working on. If you've been considering a financial move, whether it's an investment, a business decision, or even paying off a debt, this is the time to take action. The universe is giving you a cosmic thumbs up, so don't hesitate. Just remember to keep your goals realistic and attainable, and you'll find that doors begin to open. And if you've been putting off any outstanding financial matters, now's the perfect moment to tie up those loose ends. Today's energy favors resolving any financial issues, and if you take the initiative, you're likely to see positive results. Whether it's finalizing a payment, following up on an agreement, or making a smart investment, your efforts will likely pay off. If you've got some extra cash, this could be a great time to invest wisely. The cosmos is smiling on your financial endeavors, so trust that whatever you plant now will yield fruitful rewards in the future. In all areas of your life, you're in a winning phase. Have you noticed how things are starting to fall into place? Whether it's in your career, personal life, or finances, your hard work is paying off, and the universe is recognizing your efforts. Take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle of everyday life, but today, give yourself a moment of appreciation. Trust that the steps you're taking now, whether in communication, relationships, or financial matters, are laying the groundwork for even greater success down the road.